Sharon Carne, and I'm your host for today. I am so excited. Michele, I so need this meditation today. We are going to have a meditation with Michele Anders on the full moon and Mabon, if I'm saying it correctly. And I am really ready for this one, Michele. So please do share a little bit about your meditation, and then we're ready to go. I'm very excited.
Well, thank you, Sharon, and thank you so much. Thank EWN so much for having me on. It's such a beautiful platform for bringing in some really powerful people and all of their modalities like yours with those beautiful bowls. It's just a blessing. So I'm excited and we're all just so blessed. So the reason I'm excited, especially excited, I should say, about sharing this particular meditation, along with some information about the upcoming autumn equinox and the full moon and the celebration of Mabon, which just happens to coincide with the autumn equinox. And the full moon is just 2 days away on September 10th. And the autumn equinox is not that far ahead on September 22nd. And you know, or most people know by this time, if they know me, as a numerologist, I love that number 22. And 9 and 22 are two very, very powerful numbers, very illuminating, very powerful. But that's only if we tap into the higher consciousness and the higher vibration of that number. So before we begin this meditation, and just because I don't ever like to say things without, offering some type of background explanation about the holiday or the event. So I hope everyone wouldn't mind following with me for a few minutes, and that's significant. It just might turn out to be really interesting, and I'm hoping enlightening. So in the cycle of life, as I think we all know, each season has its own special energy. And in this season, the year begins to wane. And we're starting to move towards completion. And because it's wise to follow the cycles of the earth and Mother Nature, it's really a good idea to tap in the energy of whatever season that is. And why is that? And this is so important. Well, we've heard the expression, go with the flow. And that's so appropriate for us and our connection to life and our connection to nature. And this was really interesting. I recently read when scientists first studied the structure of nerve cells in the human brain, they noticed their strong resemblance to trees. In fact, dendrites. And I used to work many years ago, I worked for a while in the medical field with a neurosurgeon. And I was just so fascinated about this image in the brain. So the term that's used to describe those projections from the nerve cell actually comes from the Greek word dendron. And guess what dendron means in Greek? It means tree. So that comparison was more apt than they realized. And since I mentioned trees, they have their own type of nervous system, and probably the most famous is named Pando the tree, and it's a name of the largest organism on Earth, the one tree aspen forest in Utah, made up of over 47,000 trunks and millions of leaves and connected through one root system. Now, there's a lot of other trees that have underground root systems and they share information. But through nature, we learn about interdependence. We can learn how to accept the timing of things without force or resistance. So just as the leaves wait until it's cold enough before turning color in the fall and the old leaves fall away, nature teaches us that there's a time for everything. And I'm sure we've heard this in that song, or at least I have. I'm an old hippie chick, I guess. To everything turn, turn, turn. And trees are like the lungs of the earth. They help the planet breathe. They turn carbon dioxide into oxygen. We breathe in oxygen and we breathe out carbon dioxide. So there are a few other things, but we might be able to talk about them after. And I just want to circle back now to why we celebrate the autumn equinox, which also coincides with Mabon. So who or what is Mabon? There's a story about Mabon. I'm just going to give you the very short cliff notes. It's a Welsh tale. And Mabon is the child of light and the son of the, excuse me, he is the son of the earth mother goddess, Modron, which I found that really interesting. So somehow this connection between, and I think it has to do with harvesting and Mother Earth, it became a celebration of the autumn equinox. And the autumn equinox is also on its own a very special time of balance, a time of harvesting, a time of shedding. This is a time when we want to review our year, meditate on what have we been harvesting? What seed did you plant this year that is now bearing fruit? What needs to be released in order for us to move forward? Where are we out of balance? And how do we restore balance to our lives? So the moon reaches its peak when it's full. So it is also a time of release. So I love how the full moon, a time of release, and the autumn equinox, which encourages us to find balance in our lives, they just all coincide along with the magical qualities of what's going on in September. September is a 9-month, and by itself, it tells you start shedding things. So with all of that said, let's get into a meditation. So the first thing I would ask is that we take 3 cleansing deep breaths in and out. And how I would prefer that you do it is take a deep breath in and let it out with a sigh. An audible sigh, because that helps. So let's do that 2 more times. And out. And 1 more time. In and out. So finding a comfortable position to relax into. Just close your eyes. Focus on your breathing. And just be aware of the rise and the fall of your chest. Be aware of the clothing on your back. Any sounds in the room, just be aware of them. Don't focus on them as you sink down into yourself. Just let everything inside, everything outside relax. And just allow yourself, give yourself this time to relax comfortably. And as you listen to my voice and feeling your body, wherever you're sitting or lying down, and any sounds around you. Just allow yourself to feel very deeply relaxed. So relaxed, so safe, and so comfortable. Now imagine or visualize a light right above your head. And this is a light that's enclosed in a sphere, and it's filled with colors, colors that you choose. And those colors are luminescent and beautiful. And now they gently swirl in and out of the sphere. And now this shimmering light begins to float down as it gently enters in to the top of your head. You feel its warmth, relaxing the muscles of your head, your face, your neck. And you breathe in deeply, filling your lungs with this colorful and luminous light. Your shoulders begin to droop as this soothing light continues its journey down through all the muscles of your back and chest. The light continues flowing down, relaxing the muscles of your arms, then your hands and fingers. And this beautiful light continues to flow down through your torso. And you feel your stomach muscles relax. Just keep breathing in deeply. And this relaxing light moves to the muscles of your thighs, then your calves, then your feet and toes. Breathe in deeply. And now any tension has now entirely left your body. And you feel completely safe and relaxed. And now imagine or visualize that you're at the top of a beautiful golden stairway. And I'm going to count down from 10 to 1. And just allow, with each number, to double your physical and mental relaxation to the point where everything is so relaxed and so calm. And you're in such a wonderful, almost trance-like state. So that any ideas that you hear or imagine can go deep inside, way down deep, deeper even still, until the power of your mind becomes so powerful and true. So number 10, down, down, down. Number 9, down, down, down. Number 8, down, down, deeper and deeper. Number 7, down, down. Number 6, down, 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 deeper and deeper. Number 5, down, down, down. Number 4, down, 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 deeper and deeper. Number 3, down, down, down. Number 2, down, 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 deeper and deeper. And number 1, wonderfully relaxed, feeling peaceful and safe. Now, at the bottom of this beautiful staircase, you can see in front of you a beautiful autumn scene. And just as the sun is going down, you see the vibrant reds, the deep browns, the darker greens, and the yellows on the ground around you. You feel a cool breeze blowing, and under your feet, the dryness of the brush, of the branches of the fallen leaves on the soft earth. Now imagine that your body, your breath, your emotions, and your mind are all an extension of Mother Nature. You are a part of this universe and this cycle of life. And now you notice it's nightfall. And you also notice the luminescence of the full harvest moon as it lights up the darkened sky. And you are in awe. And before you is a small fire pit with a few charred logs burning. And the fire crackles and snaps, sending the embers up into the air that seem to turn into sparkling crystals. And you realize this is a special night. And that you're about to embark on a special journey. A journey inward and into other realms, and you feel calm and happy. On this night of balance, we seek to restore the balance in the world and in ourselves. On this night, we ask guidance to see clearly. On this night of beginnings and endings, we seek to understand the past, to fully experience the present, and to know what is necessary for us to continue successfully into the future. And in your mind's eye, take a few minutes to gaze into the flames, to see, to know these things. And let us first look into the past. Look into the flames. See in the flames, or in your mind's eye, a time in the past that still concerns you or might trouble you. If there is a person involved, you may want to remember that one particular person or event. You may be able to sense their presence here, now. See them now, if you wish, in the darkness that's illuminated by the flames and the harvest moon. They are your past, but they can light your present and your future. Now take a few moments. Ask what you need to know about that time so you can put it to rest. Don't try to force anything. Just be aware. Just listen. Pay attention to any signs, symbols, sounds that you hear in order to put it to rest. So let's take a few minutes so that you may now have it revealed to you. Try not to force anything, just relaxing. Just being aware. Notice anything that shows up for you, it's important. And now see it fade slowly, slowly. Allow it to fade into the darkness. And as it fades, you are at peace with it. It is over now, and it has faded away until you can no longer see it. And now you're ready to look at the present. And so, a second time you look into the flame with your mind's eye and see your present situation. See it clearly. If you're happy with your present situation, then keep that clearly in your sight. If there's something in the situation you would like to change, allow yourself to see that change now to exactly what you would like it to be. See it clearly. Use your imagination to vividly bring it into focus. And remember, if you can see it, you have already created it on the astral plane in this energetic matrix that we live in. It's there. And you can magnetize it into your current reality. Imagine it with as much feeling and color and detail as you can. And have this vision imprinted on your mind in your brain. And most importantly, in your heart. Feel it, know it, activate it. And just be with it. Know that we are not given visions and ideas if they weren't meant to materialize. And now for the third time, look into the flame again. And if there is anything about the future that you need to know now, with the help of your guides, your angels, your ancestors, or anyone who has passed on, you'll be able to see it clearly. Ask for it. Take your time. You don't need to force anything. Just allow it. Just allow it to be revealed to you. And remember, these ideas or visions can come to you in words, an image, a song, a symbol, a feeling. It can come in so many ways. Everything is within this energetic matrix that we live in, the past, the present, the future. We only need to breathe and allow ourselves the space to tap into it. Stay in the moment. And now you know what needs to change, what needs to remain the same, what you need to let go of, and what you need to know about the future. And connect with your dream, your vision of your absolutely best, most fulfilling, joyful life. Own it. It's yours. And know that with so much positive cosmic energy on your side right now, you can magnetize it to you. Create that life of your dreams. Now, in your own way, thank God or the universe or Mother Nature for these visions and for all of this guidance and support. So it's time to journey back to the room, the space that you're in, and ever so gently feel your body in the chair or bed or wherever you're sitting or lying down. And as I count up from 1 to 3, you'll be fully present in the here and now. So 1, moving your fingers and your toes. 2, feeling more awake and alert. And number 3, fully awake and alert, feeling relaxed and peaceful and wonderful. Thank you.
Oh my goodness, Michelle. What a beautiful meditation. And
Oh, thank you.
the things that came up and the guidance that came up was a bit unexpected, but it was so delightful. The release part and the being present, and then my next steps, because I always ask for one thing that's always driven me crazy, Michelle, is that I've always had to know where I'm going. I'm the map person who memorizes the map before I get in the car, and I've had to learn over the years, slow learner,
Oh, wow.
that okay, I don't have to know the soul's picture. I promise to do that work. However, I just want to know the next step, and I got the next step, which was so perfect. Yeah. I
Oh,
don't
that's amazing.
don't quite know the timing yet, but it's something that's it's my next book, and it's been sitting in the
Oh,
computer waiting and waiting, and
uh,
so that's the next step. It's time.
yay. That is wonderful. I'm so happy. When I was pulling together this meditation, I was thinking, hey, Michele, you have to do this one. Because I have this habit of, even though I probably have, I don't know, dozens and dozens and dozens of meditations, and that some of them I use for myself as well. When I often feel like, okay, so I'm doing another show, I want to create a different meditation, even instead of going back to the ones I had. But I'm inspired to do it, so that's the way it is. So this one in particular, as I was doing it, I said, I love this. I really have to do this myself. So thank you for that validation. And I'm going to do that later this afternoon on myself.
Oh, it's so exciting, and for me, it was the right time and the right
Oh,
exactly what I needed, Michelle. So thank you. I'm
oh,
so
oh,
grateful.
thank you. Thank you. And I always thank EWN again for this
Mhm.
platform and this opportunity for all of us to share our gifts. And we all have a talent, we all have a gift. Is that not absolutely true, Sharon?
Absolutely true. And I too am so grateful for Ruth and her amazing team,
Yeah,
and
because they
that
are.
just keeps everything running so smoothly, bringing so much light in so many ways to the world.
No, I
Beautiful,
know.
beautiful to be part of this soul purpose.
Yeah, it
Mhm.
is.
Is there anything you want to share with our audience before we say goodbye today, Michelle?
Oh gosh. Yeah, briefly. September is a really interesting month. Don't you love that word, interesting? It's an interesting month. And I would love for people, because I think it could be really helpful, to go on EWN and see my, because I can't talk about it all now. Obviously, it's too long. The September predictions. So whatever numerological personal year you're in 2022, because September is a 9 month, it will either intensify or enhance or bring that year number that you're in more into focus. And it's a time where the numerological gods and goddesses are saying, have you paid attention to the year this year and what you're supposed to do? Because I hope so, because the year is starting, the energies are changing. And what's happening in numerology, in the world, in the universe, is as we, and the harvesting is so appropriate for that. I began by saying the year's waning. The energy for this year is waning, and the new energy is starting to drip in. So we're going to be juggling a few energies, and that goes for the world, for the US personally as well. And it is a time of letting go, and it's really a great time for reflection. I know a lot of people put that energy, and they say that in December, but now is really the time. Now is the time to start harvesting. Now is the time to also let go and start preparing for the new year. We're going to have an interesting next couple of months, and even this month. You know, there've been a lot of roller coaster months that we've been through. So a lot of truth, more truth is coming out. More things are being revealed. The US is very much going to be much more powerful in what they put out there and what they say. That I think encapsulates it. I don't want to stay on too much longer, but just help yourself and help others. That is, guidelines for all of us all the time, every single one of us, right?
Oh, yes. What a perfect message.
So
And
thank you.
I will definitely check that broadcast out. I'm in a 7 year, and now I'm thinking, uh-oh.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
I have something to tell you. I'm glad you reminded me, or not reminded me, but you told me that you're in a 7 year. One of the characteristics of 7, among others, there's a lot, is writing.
Oh, well, look at that. I just got the nudge, Michele.
Go. And I just told you that a 9 year will bring that energy right in front of your face. So please, bless you, and get off of this broadcast and start typing.
I will promise to do that. Thank you.
All
What a great
right.
nudge. Oh my
Uh,
goodness. Oh, and thank you so much, Michele. This has been a fabulous meditation.
oh,
And
thank you.
And as part of thanking our listeners, thank you for being here. Thank you for finding EWN on YouTube, on Twitter, on Facebook, and all the platforms. And there is a meditation here every single day.
Bye.
Where else can you go to experience such brilliance? So please do check in on the calendar post at the top of the page. Every single day, there's a list of times and events. So please do come back and check them out. So Michele and I will say goodbye for now. Thank you again, Michele.
Thank
And
you so much.
we'll see
Thank
you
you.
again next time.
Okay, Sharon. I hope we get an opportunity to be on it together again.
Me too, Michele.
Thank
Bye for
you.
now, everybody.